Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for tuning in. Today's going to be a quick little review on the new E.L.F. Putty Bronzer. Like I mentioned in my last review video on the Patrick Ta palette, this is a temporary background. I'm currently moving. I should be in my new studio next month. You guys know I love E.L.F. and I do reviews on a ton of their new releases. I had a really good response when I did the putty blushes that came out not long ago. I'll put that video up here if you want to see the putty blushes. But I have the 3 lightest shades of the putty bronzer that just came out. It's a good shade range. It goes up to 8 shades and they retail for $6 each, so a great price as well. I did notice when they released these, there were not a lot of swatch videos anywhere. I couldn't find swatches of these anywhere. So I did get the 3 lightest ones, knowing at least one of them would work out, and I am pleasantly surprised that actually I could probably make all 3 of these work, which we will get into details of how it applied. But first, let me show you guys some swatches of the 3 lightest shades that they have. Here's some comparison swatches for you guys to see the 3 lightest shades against each other. This is what they look like. You can definitely see the differences between the contour shade versus the bronzier shades. The 2 bronzier shades, Tan Lines and Honey Drip, are not too different, but Honey Drip definitely is a step deeper. But again, not so much where you can't like be able to use it if you have light skin, because it just shears out so well. Starting off, we have a contour shade. So the very lightest shade is called Feelin Shady, and this is a very cool tone shade specifically for contouring on lighter skin tones. If you have very fair skin but you don't like a cool tone bronzer, definitely stay away from this. It is very cool tone. It works great for me. I have neutral undertones, so I pretty much can pull off most undertones of things, like cool and warm. But this is very cool tone. It works really great for me personally. Like it gave me a really good contour as far as the color goes, and I'm pretty happy to have it because it definitely gives that as like a perfect contour for me. It really sculpts very well. Now when it comes to the second and the third shades that they have, these are definitely more bronzier shades, you know, for that very warmth, like summertime bronze. So Tan Lines is the second shade up, which is this one, and this one is great for fair skin tones, but I would definitely go in with a very light hand if you're super fair like I am. These can be pretty pigmented, but they blend out really well, just like their putty formulas. I mean, all of their putty products always blend really well in my opinion, and these do fantastic. So Tan Lines is really good. It's just, you know, if you have super fair skin, I would say go in with a little bit of light hand and then build it up. They're great at building up with no problem. And then when it comes to Honey Drip, also can be used on fair and light skin tones, maybe even light to medium if you really build it up. But I definitely feel like these are super blendable, so it's really easy to kind of manipulate them. So they're a really good product for like when the season changes, because you can go more heavy-handed or lighter-handed. This one does, like, I could use it, but it is a little dark for me. It is the third one up, so usually those ones are too dark for me, but I can actually shear this out and make it work. But I definitely think that the bronzy one for me is Tan Lines, which is the second shade. This looks beautiful. I think it works. It's like a perfect shade for me. And then Feelin Shady, the contour shade, great contour shade. Now as far as application goes, I did go ahead and apply it on top of my foundation. First I started out using Feelin Shady, the contour shade, on my left side, and these blend so well, you guys. Didn't disturb my foundation at all. These have the most incredible formula, which is, you know, across the board with all of their putty formula, where it's a cream to powder kind of consistency, and they always are super easy to blend. Like I never have problems blending this range. They've really done well across the board on this whole range of the putty products. But as you can see, the contour shade really definitely does great at sculpting for my specific skin tone. I really like it, no problems at all. And then I went over to the other side of my face and just used the bronzy shade Tan Lines. Again, is the second shade up, and beautiful, no problems. Gives me that summer bronzy look that I want. It's perfect undertone in my opinion. Really love it. I did also use a little bit of Tan Lines on top of the contour shade on my left side, just to kind of see what that looks like. Again, works out great. Still can see the contour, but it gives a little bit of more of that bronzy shade to it. I mean, all in all, guys, that's really all I have to say about these. These are so good. Definitely worth the try if you like a cream product. I highly, highly, highly suggest the E.L.F. Precision Airbrush Stippling brushes. I have so many of these, you guys. I love these. I use them for highlight. I use them for blush. I use them for contour and bronzing. Like anything in this area with a cream, this is the brush for me. I love this. I literally have 3 of them in my travel makeup bag that I brought with me while I'm in the transition of moving. So many of these brushes, and they are the best in my opinion. So definitely, if you want a brush, check out these. If you like to use a sponge, I definitely would recommend using it dry versus wet. I recommend using it dry versus wet, although it will work either way. It's just gonna be even more sheer if you use your sponge wet. I prefer using a brush or even my fingers. That's it, guys. Just a quick little review. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it helpful if you're looking to purchase these and if you're looking for a specific shade. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.